Hello folks, this is Neil from I Will Always Love Video Games, and as you can tell from my guy here, I have no equipment. I've lost everything. And Herbie lost everything too. How did we lose it, you
I'm right
ask?
there with you.
How did you lose this? How do we lose this stuff, you ask? Well, did we lose it from being killed by zombies? No. Did we lose it by getting killed by bandits? No. How we lost our stuff was, in this multiplayer-only game, we lost it by server hopping, because servers today are not functioning at all. We're either getting nothing but completely black screens, or we're getting kicked out completely. And because we were just trying to find a working server in the multiplayer-only game that we paid money for, we have now lost everything that we earned, everything we got. And the thing is,
it's not like we just started either. I mean, I had a Mosin that was loaded, extra ammo, big old backpack. I had a screwdriver with a whole bunch of canned food, and I was ready to go.
I had the M4. Yep, he had a Mosin.
My guy was like far from thirsty.
We were good to go. We were finally good to go. We finally had full backpacks and, weapons and stuff. And to the people out there that are watching this, they're going to go, well, it is an alpha, because I know there are people that complain and then they get bitched at on the Steam forums. Let me explain something to you. Yes, we know it's an alpha. We understand that it's an alpha. We know that there are going to be glitches and there are going to be bugs. However, this is a fundamental, basic function for a multiplayer game. Retaining information.
Can I step in real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay. I had to go for a drive after losing all that stuff that we managed to find. And I thought to myself, the game is like an omelet. Okay? Yeah, you need to add a little bit of salt, you need to add a little bit of pepper, doesn't have the right kind of cheese, doesn't have any ham in it yet, doesn't have this, doesn't have that. But at least don't put the shell in the omelet. This is the single most important thing when it comes to a multiplayer or massive multiplayer game.
Yeah.
If I was to go on to World of Warcraft, and yes, I know it's an alpha, but if World of Warcraft was in an alpha and it was being tested, one of the main things that you would need to hold on to in order for the infrastructure of the game to be stable is your experience and whatever loot you have on you.
Yep.
If that's all missing, and I mean, it's not like this game just came out. This game's like, what, almost a month old now?
Yeah, and it's based off of a build of a mod that's been around for quite a while.
And you're having that much trouble with the characters and the servers? Come on.
Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not upset about... I'm
fuming. I'm really upset about this.
I'm upset because of, there are people... I'm upset at the fact that people are looking past this one thing. Like I said, an alpha with all these other problems, actual gameplay mechanic problems, and it's an alpha. Yes, I understand that. Herbie, when he fell off of a building because he fell through it or whatever and broke his legs, and he had to start over. Zombies coming in through the walls because the collision detection's messed up. I mean, yeah, I'm upset about those things too. Those are other fundamental basics, but at least you can argue they're gameplay mechanics that are being worked on, and it is an alpha. This is a fundamental, basic, connection thing. It's just, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's, in Bohemia is like, we're going to be adding animals, we're going to be adding vehicles, we're adding storage facilities, we're adding this and that. Fuck all of that. Fuck that. I want to be able to know when I leave a game, my character has all the shit he's going to have when I come back.
Because otherwise, there's no point in coming back.
No.
There's no point in even attempting to find all this stuff. Like right now, I have zero desire to hop in the game and go grinding to find things when I know it's like playing a Final Fantasy game without a memory card.
Yeah. That's a good example.
you get all of that experience. You get so far into the game, and what do? You leave it on all you leave the system on all night? Yeah, we actually had to do that when I was younger. I had to leave the system on all night. And, you know, hopefully nobody jostles the system or the power goes out. But this is a fundamental part of the game. It's like the main part of the game.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that players need to survive in this game is the game itself.
Yeah, it's the biggest bandit.
Whether or not
the game itself is the biggest bandit. The game itself is the biggest bandit. It takes everything from you when you least expect it.
And everyone watching this video is going to say the same thing. It's an alpha. We get it.
Yeah.
We get it that it's an alpha. But I'm
losing all of my gear because I got killed by a zombie or because bandits came and took my shit and killed me. Those are part of the gameplay experience. That's what the point of the game is, survival. Okay, I understand that. I die from a person, I die from a zombie. Yes, if I want to keep playing shit, I gotta start all over again and grind and find my stuff and all that. I understand that. That's fine. But not when I'm trying to just get into the fucking game. Just trying to launch the game, I lose all my shit? Alpha or not, this is a basic fucking function. So I don't want to hear like Herbie just said, I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, well, it's an alpha. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I mean, what? Does the game not save, like, the information of your character to your hard drive? Or something? Like, what? How does this work? I'm telling you what, the Humble Bundle is selling right now for the next, I think, week. It's selling Arma 2, well, Arma 1 also, but it's selling Arma 2 and Operation Arrowhead with the DayZ mod, the original DayZ mod, for $6. I already bought it. Herbie bought it. So the next time you see us here doing a DayZ Adventures thing, it might end up being Arma 2, because at least that's functioning properly. I do still want to play this standalone. I do. And I'm glad that I was able to grab it at a discount price because it's an alpha. Because you know when it comes out, it's probably going to be $60. But if this is the kind of shit I have to go through, I'm probably just going to wait for all the bugs to be worked out. I'm not going to bother dealing with playing it in alpha or beta. I mean, I have a job and I've got a family. I don't have a lot of time to sit around and play. I mean, it took us an hour just to try to find servers today. And we couldn't even get into a proper server. And then we finally start getting somewhere and we lose all our shit? I don't have the time for that. I don't. Some people like Rhino Crush, it's their job. They have the time to do that. Maybe they have the money to rent their own servers. I don't have the time or the money for that shit. So...
Yeah, and let me jump in real quick. And enough with the first-person only servers. I mean, really. Every time I found a successful server, it was first-person only. And I'm guessing that's because there's people out there that want it to be like Modern Warfare and Call of Duty and Battlefield and whatever the hell first-person shoot-'em-up game you like. You have a button to choose whether or not it's first-person or not.
Yeah.
Why take that freedom away from somebody? I mean, making it first-person only, that's asinine. And why would... I can understand if you would want to add to difficulty, but when you have a game where you can break your legs, how much more difficult do you need the game to be?
Yeah. It's... I know. We're, So yeah, as you can tell, folks, we're both pretty upset by this. We're still planning on trying to play the game, but it's just we're probably gonna do one of two things. Either one of us is gonna have to try to save up for our own server and hope that fucking works, because you can't make them private; they have to be public. I found that out while doing my research. Or we're gonna end up going over to the mod, because apparently the mod still has a very healthy user base and the fucking thing works. But for the time being, we're both not very happy. It sucks because I want to recommend this game. You know, the past two videos that we did, and the amount of gameplay that we did play was very enjoyable, and there's so much promise to it. But something like this is just a big, huge deal breaker. Huge. Dying by zombies, dying by people, I'm fine with. Dying because I'm trying to find a functioning server and losing all my shit is not acceptable. Period.
Not in the slightest.
Nope. So, until next time, whenever that'll be with DayZ, I'm Neil.
I'm Herbie, as usual.
And we're both pissed off. Very fucking pissed off. And we'll see you next time.